Hello everyone, I'm going to give you my review of Dehancer. I did one on a previous video with Final Cut Pro 10. This time we're going to dive into DaVinci Resolve. Once you have Dehancer installed, you can go to your Effects tab and you'll find the Dehancer effect under Film Emulation. I'll drag that into this node. You'll see Dehancer show up in the settings. I'll go over a couple of these that I played with, but first I'll deselect everything that's enabled to show what we can do with each section. One thing I want to point out is that Dehancer does let you use a watermark trial version so you can get the feel of Dehancer, and when you're ready to purchase it, you can put your license info here. I'll scroll back to the top and put this video on loop. I filmed this in log, so I'll go to Input, Source, Cine, and Film Log. This makes it easy for me without having to make my own color adjustments. You can adjust exposure if it's needed. I also take a look at the waveforms to see if they're all spread out. I can adjust the temperature for a warm look or a cool look. Over here you can choose which film profile you'd like. I'll enable this and open the drop-down menu. There's plenty of options here, but I'll pick a random one. I'll select CineStill 50D. I like that look, but there's another one that gives it a sepia vintage look. It's Polaroid Type 100 Sepia. You can adjust it here. If you like what you're seeing so far, I just want to remind you that you can use the discount code DVPRO to save 10% of your purchase. I'll deselect this and we'll check out Film Developer. We can decrease and increase the contrast. I'll deselect that one and scroll down to enable color head. Over here we can adjust the shadows, midtones, and highlights warmer or cooler. Now the film grain is another great feature from Dehancer, which gives it such a realistic film look. I get more grain by choosing 8mm. We can increase the amount if we want more film grain, or I can choose a custom setting. Dehancer provides realistic film grain that can be adjustable, and you can control it in shadows, midtones, and highlights. The halation effect gives a red glow around the edge of bright highlights. It's more visible at night when you're around light sources. The bloom effect gives a soft vintage glow. Later, I'll also show you another example of this at night. Another great feature that Dehancer has is the realistic film damage. I've never seen anything else that can compare to this, and you have so many ways to customize this look. When I go to Profile, Custom, I usually bring up the dust amount and bring the scale down. I do the same with the hair. I'll bring up the amount and scale it down. I also do this with the scratches. This is how it looks with both film damage and jitter. Now let's move on to film breath. I can customize it, but it's more effective when you select 8mm. Overscan gives it several types of film sprockets. I'll enable that and change the perforation mode from negative to positive. You can adjust how you want these film sprockets to look. This part is actually pretty new to me, but I saw the gate type dropdown has several great options what type of film style you want to emulate. Then we have a realistic vignette. We can adjust it to an overexposed or underexposed vignette. This is all real simple to use, and it doesn't seem too technical here. You can change the size, feather, and aspect ratio however you'd like as well, depending how much you want the vignette to have an impact on the frame. Now that I've played with this shot a bit, I have another shot at nighttime so we can play with the halation and bloom. I'll drag and drop Dehancer in this new shot. Once again, I'm going to deselect enable on everything so we can focus on one thing at a time. Now we can check out the halation effect at nighttime. We can see the red glow around the light bulbs. I'll deselect the enabled button, and now we can check out the bloom effect at night. As I adjust the controls, look at the misty glow around the light bulbs. This is just a small part of what Dehancer is able to do. You can use this for DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro. They even have an iPhone app for this. It's still the most powerful tool that you can use for a vintage film look. Once again, you can get a 10% discount if you purchase this product using the discount code DVPRO. Hope you enjoyed it. All the info will be in my description.